about to pull up at this house. Let's pray Jay don't get shot.
I ain't gonna get shot. Get a pig.
Let's hope this works. Where did he go in the backyard?
Looks like he did not go in the backyard.
He's right there. That poor guy. Oh, he's so sweet. That's the wheelchair ramp. Y'all can kind of see it. Oh, Lord. Be careful, Jay. That is the only way. That's the only ramp.
That poor pig is definitely underweight and he ain't got no water.
The water bowl's upside down. Will you roll down your window?
Yeah.
Look at that baby. Oh, he just looks so Jackie. Say him back up. Oh, he looks so sad. He looks so depressed.
He ain't got nothing.
Bless his heart.
He's got nothing.
Jake quickly put the note in there. There weren't any cars in the driveway. I can't even remember if there were the other day, but y'all, fingers crossed. It was quick. We got out of there. We hope that they'll see it. I'm pretty sure they will. They have to go on the front porch to throw corn down that little hole to get to the pig. So let's hope that they see it and they get in touch with us. Fingers crossed. Well, our well thought out plan really has taken a turn for the worse. It sounds like we just got a call from, we got 2 calls. The first call was the very upset mother. She said that she told us not to come back. We went on Wednesday. We were there for literally a minute. We couldn't even understand what she was saying on the speaker, as we had mentioned in the very first video. And all we could hear was no, 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 no. Eventually, her daughter opened the door. Her daughter couldn't even breathe. She doesn't have oxygen on. I don't know what the situation is from there, but she is wheelchair bound. I'm going to let y'all listen to the first video right now, and then we'll talk about it. And then I'm going to let y'all listen to the second conversation that we had. In the state of North Carolina, only one person has to approve of a recorded conversation, and that would be Jay and I. So these conversations are legal for us to post.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, yes. You just stopped by my house and put a note in my door.
Yes.
I told you not to come back on my property, so I will be calling the police. Thank you, Jay, for your phone.
I did not hear you say not to go on your property again, but we will not go there again.
He said the pig is fine.
Well,
With it. You come to my house again, there will be repercussions.
I will not go to your property again. That pig is not fine. Hello?
Hello, is this Jay?
Yeah, this is.
Hey, Jay, this is Miss Clark, and I am the owner of the pig that you keep coming to our house about.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to understand what you're trying to say. Are you trying to say that our pig is not being cared for?
Yeah. I mean, he's underweight. He has no space. He's living in his own waste. It's no shelter.
So he's a pig, and he's living his best life.
That is not. We have 50 pigs. That is not the type of life that a pig deserves.
There's nothing wrong with it. People have to look There's nothing wrong with it.
No, man, it's only because the laws just don't care about pigs. He has no space. He can't go anywhere. He's living in his own waste. That is completely unacceptable for any living being to live in. And we're trying to be nice. We offered to build you a new wheelchair ramp. I think that's
So you trying to bribe us into
ma'am, that is not
giving you the pig? Yes, you are.
that is not bribing. Bribing
Yes,
is
you are.
entirely different. It is an
Okay,
offer.
What is it then? Give me the definition of bribe. Will you please calm down? No, because this bullshit, Mama. Okay.
We are offering, in exchange for you letting us adopt the pig, we will build you a wheelchair ramp. I think that's very generous. I think it's something that would help you, and the pig would have a much, much better life where he has open space, he has grass, he can graze, he can have friends, be with other pigs. Like right now, his life is just sitting in his own waste all day, every day, and that is not a good life.
How do you know?
How do I know?
Are you a pig?
We,
Have you been on 4 legs before?
we're a pig rescue.
Have you been a pig?
We are
Are
a
you
pig
a pig?
rescue. We know pigs very well.
No, that's not what I said. I said, are you a pig?
Of course, I'm not a pig.
Okay, of course not. So you don't know. Let him finish.
Can you tell when a dog is happy?
Yep. 'Cause
Okay.
I have one of those too.
Yeah.
You want that one too? We got 2 snakes too. We got a lizard. We got a cat. Do you want all of those too? You want to rescue those too? Will you sit down? Well, I call the police, so you be aware.
Well, the police aren't going to do anything. We've done nothing wrong.
Yes, you have. You keep harassing me, and I told you not to come back on my property again, or I will be calling the police. And you did the exact opposite of what I told you not to do.
Your Ring doorbell was not working right. We barely heard anything you were saying yesterday. The only thing we heard was the word no.
Okay, so now she's telling you to not to go on her property.
I understand, and we won't.
And so, is there? And we already talked to the animal protecting people, and you said they don't care. So apparently they do. They've been out there 4 times. I mean, I really don't know what to tell you, but we don't want to give up our pig.
Okay. Well,
and we're sorry that you think that our pig is in such a bad, because they're living in their own waste. And
I mean, they are the 4th smartest animal on the planet. You think that is the type of life that they would want, to never have room to move? They're very clean animals, actually. When you give them space, they will only use the bathroom in one small portion of the area, and it's never where they eat. And when they're given those choices, they do not.
FYI, this is pig number 2. I just want to tell you that.
Oh, so
and
you've abused 2
pigs.
pigs.
Outside is because it was rutting inside of our house, and the reason why the ramp looks like that, because he was rutting on the ramp with our dog. They play together, so that's why it looks like that.
I'm not trying to be judgmental. We're just offering to help.
You kind of are, but
Of the care of the pig,
no,
absolutely.
But you insist on continue to do this. Then you insinuate that my daughter cannot do what she's supposed to do. That is wear and tear and mind your business. Mind the business that pays you. Okay? That's what you need to do. Mind the business that pays you and go on with your life, and we'll go on with ours. My pig is fine, and there's no problem. So leave us alone.
Okay. Just trying to help. That's all. But if
we
you
understand, and I don't. We understand, and you know, like everything, everybody sees things a different way, and I'll speak for myself. I appreciate your concern and everything, but we're going to take care of it and make her a better place for her. And I appreciate your concern, sir.
Okay.
Please hang on to our number, and the offer still stands. It really does. We only want the best.
Right.
We just want the best for everybody.
Go away. We appreciate. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Well, we just heard back from her. She's made it very clear that she does not want to accept our offer. I feel like it's pretty generous of us to offer to build them a new ramp that would cost, thousands of dollars. So we felt pretty good about, but she made it very clear that that is not going to be the case. She was actually pretty hostile on the phone, not appreciative of our offer. So we're back to square one. Not sure what the plan is. We're definitely not, giving up yet. Don't know exactly what the next step is, though. But we're going to do everything under our power, within the law, that we can to get this pig to better conditions. Yes, sir. I spoke to someone yesterday. I'm not sure, it might have been you, regarding the pig off of Highway 86. Was that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That pig is still in the same situation in the front yard there. Doesn't have water today. I just honestly have a hard time understanding how his conditions don't qualify as abuse.
Can I get your name and number?
Sure. My name's Jay.
Jay. And then what's your last name, Jay?
Yontz, Y-O-N-T-Z.
What was that again? I'm sorry, you're breaking up.
Y-O-N-T-Z.
Y-O-N-T-Z?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then is this a good number for you?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and then Jay is just J-A-Y, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me talk to my manager and let me see what we can do, and then I'll call you right back.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, no problem.
We never heard back from animal control, which we're not surprised. But I just want to reiterate, because we're making these videos, there's so many moving parts, there's so much going on with it. It's just really, really critical to watch the videos and to read the descriptions of our posts, because in the comment section we're seeing over and over and over tons of questions that are already answered in our posts, and we just don't have time. We really don't have the time to go back and comment. If we commented on everybody's comment, and we wouldn't get anything else done. But I just want to state one more time that we have called law enforcement. Law enforcement for animals is called animal control. Animal control is the beholder of the law for any type of animal in this area. And we've called them multiple times every day.
Yeah, and they've been out there. The bar is really, really high, especially in this state. What constitutes abuse in their mind for farm animals, even though the law is, pretty clear, it's any animal shouldn't be under these conditions. So we're, going to keep pushing on that front. But
I know animal control went out there yesterday. They called us and they said that the pig had been relocated to the backyard. Obviously, maybe they put the pig in the backyard, and then we showed up today and they had already moved the pig to the front yard. I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like the pig was never relocated to the backyards. But basically, if they can prove that an animal is being fed and given water, everything else they're following.
yeah, and so we're trying to prove that the water is obviously inadequate, because it just gets flipped over, and then it's in his own waste. The food, same thing. He's eating out of that. That's not sufficient food or water when it's contaminated.
Yeah.
They
know. Well, they're gonna find out real soon that we're not gonna let this drop. We're gonna continue to call every single day. This situation is not gonna go away. They might have had a lot of other reports, but honey, they haven't had reports from Ziggy's Refuge before, and we don't let anything like this slide.
So after the calls today, we decided we are pulling back the offer to build the ramp. We will not offer them money. You know, we take a very hard line on buying animals, and the reason behind that is we don't want to buy an animal that's abused from the abuser so they can just go ahead and abuse another animal. And at this point, when they stated that this is their second pig, I mean, it's pretty clear that if we were to help them and reach an agreement where we can adopt the pig, they're just going to go and get another pig. And so if we were to buy them, they're going to use that money to buy another pig. We're almost certain. And, you know, at this point, the reluctance to be reasonable means that we can't trust them to not do the same thing down the road. So, and that's a hard line we take here. We don't buy animals knowing we're rewarding them for the abuse.
And I mean, you know, everybody wants to think that he was a beloved pet. They call it a she. It's definitely not a girl. It's a male. And I know a lot of people said, well, maybe it's a beloved pet. This is not a beloved pet. They don't even know the sex of the pig. Y'all heard them on the call that they said that animal control's been out to their house at least 4 times. And the family absolutely refuses to do better for them. They said that if you're a pig, it's okay if you live in your own feces, and that he lives his best life. Obviously, when I saw him the other day, he looked like a pig that wanted to die. He was waiting for his body to shut down, to take him away. He looks absolutely miserable. And up until today, I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt. I wanted to be able to offer support and help and hope that they would realize that what they're doing, they could do better. But as you can tell through the calls and the conversations, that we're not going to get anywhere, you know, through that. The last thing we would want to do is to take him, get him help, and then next thing you know, they're going to be abusing a different pig. And that's, you know, where we have to draw a hard line, ethically, morally. It's just but we're not going to, I mean, just by us saying that we're not going to pay them, we're taking a lot of the offers off the table. It just means that we're just going to have to take a different tactic. And I don't know what that is, because we like to try to maintain a good reputation. We like to have like a good relationship with animal control. We like to work with animal control. We don't want to feel like that we're putting them in a corner. But I'm going to tell you something. We play nice, and we play nice, and we play nice, and we play nice. And then there's going to be at some point where something's going to have to shift, and we hope that we're not going to have to do that. I really hope that we're going to be able to come up with a better solution, and I hope animal control will put more pressure on the family themselves, and then eventually they will surrender the pig. Ideally, if y'all noticed in the video, they start naming off all the animals they have in their house. If they think that pig can live in filth for a lifetime, one pig is already dead. Okay, they started making all these excuses about their ramp that's falling apart. They said it was their pig that did it. Their pig doesn't get out. The other pig died, probably, I don't know, but I'm gonna say I'm very sure he died a very, very, very young pig from the same type of neglect and abuse that this one's going through. And charges need to be brought up to this family. They need to be able to not have any more animals, and that's the God honest truth. They have 2 snakes inside. I can imagine they're probably in a cage the size of a shoebox. And, you know, now that we have proof of all this from this conversation, the next conversation we're going to have with animal control is, you need to go in that house and you need to do a welfare check on those other animals. Because and I'll tell you another thing. We've been through animal control a million times. We've worked with animal controls in different states all over the country. Okay. And it's a hard thing because a lot of these court cases, if they're going to be charged, it's the evidence is animals. So what do you have to do with the animals? You have to hold the animals as, you have to have, they have to, somebody has to house them, shelter, whatever, while court plays out. And it could be 6 months. And so they're like, we don't even have a budget to take care of an animal for 6 months. But we would be willing to figure out a foster situation. I mean, we'll say, look, if you would we don't know how this is going to play out, but if charges can be brought, we would take responsibility of finding a foster situation for snakes, the dogs if they needed, the pig, we'll do whatever. Y'all know that Jay and I are completely 100% invested into the well-being of not just this pig anymore. It's growing, y'all. It's growing.
We'll keep y'all updated on what's going on. It's we've hit a bit of a wall, but we are not done whatsoever. Want to reiterate also that we will, especially as a nonprofit organization, we are going to operate under the law. Like, there's been a lot of suggestions that we just go take the pig in the middle of the night and stuff like that. Like, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to steal him. He's clearly abused. There are legal means to get him released, and we're going to pursue those with every ounce of our being and everything we can do. And we really appreciate y'all supporting this, and really, really hope we can come to a nice, easy, and very quick solution for this.
We really, really do. It just, I just really wanted today to be like a thing where I could just feel so good knowing, if we never talked to him again, I wanted to know that we provided this family and this little girl a lifeline to her disability, because she's not going to be able, I really don't even know if she can actually use that ramp. I mean, there's holes in the top of it. And that's where she would have to come out of the house. It's the only wheelchair ramp on the house. I looked today, and there's no other wheelchair ramps. It is the only one. So if the little girl's coming and going in her wheelchair, then it's definitely not safe. And it just, to me, it just, as a mom of disabled kids, because we have 23 disabled kids here, if any of our supporters approached us and said, hey, can we rebuild we do have wheelchair ramps out here for our animals. And if they were falling apart and somebody came up to me and offered to not only take in, like an animal that I'm having to be responsible for, and who I'm getting called by the police every week for negligence, and not only that, not take away an issue, but also provide a $5,000+ wheelchair ramp. I just don't understand. I would give my left arm for one of those types
Probably
of ramps.
Right.
Probably my right, because
Right.
my right don't work.
Yeah.
But it's just like I would just be elated and overjoyed if this offer came. And because such a genuine offer was made, and it came out as bribery when that is never the case. It was like, look, we want you to feel good about this. The whole thing is like, so they would feel good. Like I said, we didn't know their mentality. We didn't know the way that they thought, during this whole process. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We're going to hammer out animal control. We're going to see where that goes. It's not going away. We do have other plans. We have other tactics. We're not going to steal the pig. A lot of people have been saying that. We could never steal this pig because it would jeopardize our entire organization and all our animals. Okay, so
No, we do. We do out in the open. Everything we do is out in the open. So we're not even going to participate in activities that would require us to do things not out in the open. So put that to bed. It's not happening. We're not going to do that. And we're not advocating for someone else to either.
We're just hoping that the law does right by this. As you can tell, Jay said that he cannot understand how the people that are supposed to make sure that animal abuse is illegal, how can they not look at this pig in this situation? And Jay and I are sitting here, and Jay just dried off because we're in torrential downpours all afternoon.
Trees down.
Thunder, lightning, huge trees down. Our fence, our huge round pen that we put our animals in, toast. Yeah, we're going to have to spend thousands of dollars replacing that. It's just part of it. And this is what this pig is sitting in right now, and it's absolutely depressing. You know, we're very emotional. Like, at first, like, we're hurt. I'm hurt because I would like to help this girl that's in the wheelchair. I want to help this pig. Generosity is something that these people feel, I don't know, it's almost like they're threatened by it, and it's not. That shouldn't be the case. Absolutely. And I'm sad, and it's like all these things. I'm trying to maintain a stable mindset, but then it turns to anger.
And of course, like, we don't know what their situation is. They, could very likely be going through very hard times. We don't know, the daughter, if she's got health problems, if they're lifelong, if they're sudden, or, nothing. We don't know. And it's not appropriate for us to speculate either. So we have, sympathy for, whatever situation they may have, but that does not make an excuse for an animal to suffer. And that's what we're trying to fix. And we're hoping that they, cooperate a little easier, and we could have a really good and expensive win-win situation there. But doesn't always go that way. So we're going to keep pushing on, see what we can do, and hope we can figure something out.
Yeah, the second phone call was made from the angry owner's mother, and she really seemed like she cared definitely more than the other person. I don't know, maybe if there's, I don't know. We have a lot of different things that we can go, but we're just going to take one step at a time, and we will keep y'all updated. And we want to thank you for our support, and we love y'all very much. Y'all have a good day.